So I nearly broke my computer yesterday, which is like the 5th time I've nearly done that this year. Yep, that's how we starting off this video. Hey, what is up everybody, it's your boy OUKINK and welcome to a channel update video. I would really like to edit that part into like the SpongeBob rainbow meme, but if I can't find the right elements, I'm literally just gonna paste on SpongeBob right now and maybe edit my face onto him too. In a really crappy way though, because I suck at Photoshop. It's been a while since I actually last made a channel update video. Typically, I just tend to type out all of the updates and send it through to the community to read, but considering all of the different topics within this video, I would have preferred to address you guys as the community directly through the form of a video, and well, that's what we're doing today. So let's just jump right into it, starting off with that subscribe button. Do it. Hit that subscribe button. I'm not asking. Alright, jokes aside, let's get into the actual updates I wanted to provide. Even though the subscribe button isn't a joke, you should hit it. Okay, enough bits out of me. For starters, I just wanted to go over the recent and very obvious inactivity on my channel when it comes to live streaming and my videos. Now, when it comes to the live streams themselves, I pretty much haven't live streamed for like the last nearly 3 weeks at this point. And the main reason behind me not being able to stream is due to my internet being, well, terrible. I kid you not, I did a live stream one evening and the next morning when I went and ran a speed test, my internet was just terrible, at least when it came to my upload speed. I don't actually know whether it's something to do with my router being updated or if it's my ISP just being my ISP. But as of right now, my internet actually seems to be a lot better, at least when it comes to my upload speed. My download speed is currently only half of what it actually should be, so I'm technically taking a win and a major loss. A win because as long as my upload speed is actually stable, it means that I can start live streaming again, which I really want to do. And of course a major L because, well, my download speed is half of what it should be, and I don't know why. I'm perfectly fine with it though. I really just want to get back into the routine, into the rhythm of live streaming again. I really miss doing it. It's something that I absolutely am very passionate about. And well, considering how this day is going so far, I may not be able to actually get this update video out in time on Tuesday, and I may have just streamed on Tuesday. So if I did, go check out that live stream VOD, by the way. And it also means that I, well, am streaming again. Now for the inactivity when it comes to my short content and actual just normal video content. To be completely honest with you guys, I was planning on making an absolute ton of content on the new Call of Duty game. And then I realized that I really don't like the new Call of Duty game. And one thing that I am extremely assertive over is the fact that I only like posting content that I enjoy making and I enjoy, well, watching myself. If I cannot enjoy my own content that I put out there, I just don't feel satisfied that other people can enjoy it. So I'm not going to force myself to play a game that I really think is dog shit just to put out content. That's not my style. When it comes to all of my content, all of the videos that I post or all of the live streams that I do, I'm not only representing the games that I post, but myself as a creator. I'm not in it for the money or the hype or the views or the whatever else that can be going on in different social platforms. I'm purely here to make entertainment or to provide entertainment, whichever. So for me to make content on things that I do not enjoy, and I know I've gone over this multiple times in the past, it's just, I won't be ever satisfied with it. But due to the fact that, well, the new Call of Duty game being terrible and it ruining all of my plans, I was kind of just in a slump about what type of content I should really be making. And whilst I was in that slump, I really got to thinking about the type of content that I already make. I've mentioned several times in the past that I prefer to provide quality over quantity. And despite saying it so often, I still tend, without really knowing it, to lean towards quantity and trying to stick within a really strict schedule. So I labeled this update 6.0, a new era. And the reason why I called that is from the moment that this video is posted, I'm going to strive for a completely different style when it comes to my content itself. Rather than trying to post 2, 3, 4 videos a week and a bunch of different shorts, I'm instead going to focus on heavily editing my content, making funny compilations, and well, even if I make tutorials or guide videos or just general showcase videos when it comes to like gameplay, I just want to provide the absolute best quality I can. Even if it takes me a lot longer to produce a video, as long as that video goes out there and I can assure that it's the highest quality possible, I'm happy with it. As for my short content, I'm also going to be striving for more quality when it comes to those. But fortunately, it does take a lot less time to make a short video and post it out there. I think pretty much from this point onwards, my live streams are my live streams. I'm going to be streaming as much as possible. Living in South Africa, there's load shedding and all of these different impediments that can come into place, which is unfortunate. But I'm going to try to stream as much as I possibly can because that's what I really enjoy doing above all else. As for my videos, I'm going to be making the best quality videos that I can whilst keeping a variety within them. I don't know if I've really mentioned this one before, but I am a variety content creator. Not just in terms of playing a bunch of different games, but also in terms of the actual content that I post and the style in which I post them in. For instance, I do the OBS guides. For instance, I do little compilations. For instance, I make solo videos in terms of like Black Ops 3 Zombies or showcasing things in Genshin Impact that I've accomplished. There's multiple different video styles that I implement on my channel, and not just in terms of a variety within the games I play. So to sum it up, I'm just going to be providing the highest quality content I possibly can. It may take me longer to edit, and it may be longer videos actually, but I'm not really afraid to post longer forms of videos as long as it's not just filled with a quantity of content, but also a high quality. As for the shorts, I think that's probably, outside of the live streams, the most content that's going to be going up on my channel. Shorts itself has just been a really strong pillar when it comes to my YouTube channel. I think I've pretty much gotten just as many views when it comes to my shorts as I have between my live streams and videos respectively. But in order for me to not ramble, just to summarize, I'm going to be focusing from this point onwards on my live streams, and in terms of quantity, my short videos. And then when it comes to my actual videos, maybe one a week, maybe two a week, depending on the type of content that I put out there, just the highest quality I possibly can. Now, just before we move on into the other like 2 or 3 topics that I like to cover, which is going to be a lot shorter than this initial part, I promise. I just wanted to send out as much love and gratefulness as I can to you guys as my community. As you may or may not know, I was kind of reaching my peak and like my highest point ever when it came to making videos and content in general early on in this year, before I had to take a really long and, well, unplanned break from content creation as a whole. I literally didn't make any videos, I didn't live stream, I didn't do any of that up until about 2.5, 3 months ago. As of right now, over the last 2.5 or 3 months, I'm not exactly sure on the number, so excuse me on that, we've managed to gain over 100,000 views and a couple hundred subscribers. This is honestly the same, if not better, as my peak at the beginning of the year, and it was completely unexpected because and I'm being completely honest, I was expecting to come back and just struggle my ass off to get this channel off the ground again. Instead, you guys came back, you guys supported me, all of the new people that joined, thank you so much. We're growing pretty much the fastest we've ever grown on this channel, and the views are doing better, and I'm just happy to be doing what I love to do. And it just feels good to be back. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much, and much love to all of y'all. Y'all are amazing, and I do all that I do for you guys, not for myself, to entertain y'all, to put a smile on your face, whether it be laughing at me raging and nearly breaking my table, or me ranting about something, or I don't know, having a controversial topic, or me just doing dumb shit in a video game or on a live stream, or, you know, just chilling with me in general. No matter what type of content you guys are enjoying from my channel as a whole, thank you. I'm really grateful. All right, but moving on, no tears, I promise. Although we just hit, as I'm making this video, 2,300 subscribers, which is freaking awesome. Thank you so much. I wanted to quickly go over a couple of changes within my setup and my PC and upgrades and whatnot, because as I started off this video, like I mentioned, I nearly broke my computer. So pretty much the majority of this past weekend, I spent cleaning out my computer, making changes in terms of software and hardware, and just upgrading my setup a little bit as a whole. Now, when I say that I nearly broke my computer, I think that I put on too much thermal paste, or just tightened my liquid cooler onto my CPU too tightly, because when I went to pull out my liquid cooler to replace the thermal paste, that motherfucker pulled my whole CPU out with it. I was so scared that it broke some of the pins on my AMD CPU. I went through every little pin and tried to fix them up and make sure that they correctly align and put them in. And then I had load shedding, so I couldn't even test my PC was working after I was done cleaning it. And when I eventually could turn it on to test it out, it didn't work. my PC just didn't want to start. But luckily it was just the RAM sticks that weren't working and the CPU is perfectly fine. Outside of that, I have recently gotten myself a new NVMe SSD. This one right here, the Samsung SSD 980. I've never had an NVMe before. It's a 500 gigabyte. I put a couple games on there, but I mainly put my Windows operating system on there. And so far it is working sublime. I bought it on the OUKINK Black Friday sale, and I bought a completely different one, but I guess they must have been out of stock because they sent me this one, which is like 300 Rand more than the one I actually paid for. But okay, I guess. Also, that's not a sponsored bit. But if OUKINK, if you ever see this part of the video or this video in general, please sponsor me. Outside of that, I've just been making a bunch of changes to my PC overall, trying to improve my performance as much as possible. Making a couple changes. Like I mentioned, I also cleaned out my entire computer because it was getting a little bit hot with a bunch of dust and my allergies were going freaking crazy. Holy crap, I need to get a haircut. Wow. I also managed to get a hold of a second ring light, which you guys can probably see the ring light still in my eyes due to the camera angle. I actually have one over there now. I'll just put a picture up if you guys want to see. That's just to improve my overall lighting quality, because if I turn this one on by itself, then it casts like a massive shadow in the back. So I got another one placed on the right side of me to take out that shadow until I can put some more stuff in my background. Because as you guys probably know or may not know, I recently changed around my entire setup, just trying to improve overall in terms of what my visuals are, how my setup looks, etc. I can't think of anything else that I really want to say within this video outside of like the obvious little updates that I made. I made a couple of changes to the Discord server, improved it a little bit, updated a bit of information. If you guys are not on the Discord server yet, by the way, definitely go ahead and join. A link to it is down below in the description. I've also updated a couple of social platforms. I just updated my link tree itself if you guys want to check out all of my social platforms. Again, down below in the description, or if you just click my link tree, all of my platforms are on there. And if you go down in the description to find anything, why not hit the like button whilst you're down there? You're down there anyways. But yeah, I think I've covered pretty much everything that I wanted to cover within this video. Just a couple of changes, a few improvements, reason as to my inactivity, and of course a new era for my channel in a sense, in terms of the content that I post, how I make my content, how much effort I put into my content, the quality that you guys can expect moving forward from this video onwards. Good vibes all around. It feels good to be back on stream. I'm saying, as I probably will have streamed after making and recording this video, and it feels good just to, you know, find my groove in terms of what I actually want to put out there as entertainment for you guys. But yeah, that's gonna be all for me. Hope you guys have an amazing day or evening or night further. Much love to you all. Stay safe out there. Thank you again for all the continued support, and yeah, it's been your boy OUKINK. Peace.